We're talking about our love for Pink.
I love Pink.
See?
I love Pink.
My wife Jen went to go see her like just before the pandemic, and I was like, I want to go, but you should have girl time, so go take your friends.
See, next time you and I buy tickets away from them, let them have girl time. We'll go.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll be your go to see Pink friend. What's that?
She was doing like zip line shit, and yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I want to go.
I would definitely love to see Pink. She has some amazing lyrics and stage performance, and then like also like my mom also listened to Pink. Mm-hmm. So my mom had me when she was young, so like it's one of those artists that like kind of transcends between me and my mom.
We got on it because we got on talking about Pink because he was like, "There you go," and I was like, "There you go, looking."
I finished up with this. Sometimes a bee's like that.
Yeah, early Pink, man, early hip hop Pink when she was like, and then "I'll do it to get signed." Oh God, she is. Yeah.
When she dated, who's the motocross guy?
I know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about too. I can't think of his name right now.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter at all. But like that era of her was really badass. And like
I love Fuck the World Pink. I love that. And she's kind of that right now too, because the world is kind of a dick right now. And so she's like, fuck you, world. And I'm really enjoying that too.
I definitely love the fuck you attitude. That's actually kind of what Jerky Me Off means. Mm-hmm. It's like if you don't like it, you can fuck off. But we just yeah.
How could you not like it though?
I know that's the thing. It's like if you don't like it, you're ridiculous because it tastes really good.
You're a problem.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're incorrect.
I think that's a good
wrong.
Intro. I think that's a good intro.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
Hello, everybody.
Hi!
Oh my God, you scared the shit out of me. You scared the shit out of me.
And hopefully somebody else. Hopefully I didn't create an accident just now. Sorry. If I did, take a photo of it. Hashtag what's your bacon. Let us know.
Jimmy will pay your...
That's not at all
your collision
true. Whatever you're saying.
Whatever the deductible is. Jimmy's... Welcome to Bacon is My Podcast,
sorry, my bad.
Where we are brought to you by drinkwildbills.com, poddex.com, and grillyourassoff.com, where you can save 10% on any of their websites with just 10%. That's what you get. 10% off.
All you gotta do is put bacon.
Yeah.
Put bacon in that promo code area. Indeed. You know that promo code area? We're on Honey now. I put us on Honey.
I don't know what that is.
So Honey, not a sponsor, is a it's a site you can go to, and you can make it so that every time you shop, it'll find all the coupons and the codes for wherever you are. So I've added us to it. So on any of those sites, if you use Honey, it'll come up automatically.
Excellent.
And you'll see bacon. But,
that is most excellent.
But for you listening,
just go right there.
Yeah, just go right there. We're also brought to you, not sponsored by at all, but definitely always brought to you by the fine makers of Jameson Irish Whiskey. Mm-hmm. And today, a little bit of Topo Chico Seltzer.
Topo Chico Seltzer. Topo Chico.
I like salsa.
Okay, so our Topo Chico story is back in Tennessee, Nashville. Mm-hmm. Good old Nashville. We went for one of those traveling conferences that we do, and we went out for a night on the town, and we went to a bar where they had the Jam in the Van.
Yes.
Which we're trying to get those people on.
Very cool. Very cool. They had a band inside the van, screens on the outside of the van, so you could see the band playing real time.
Also, because it was like this thing that people got to watch and do, they had a lot of sponsors there, and Topo Chico was one of them.
Yeah.
And, on that road case back there, one of the first stickers we got was Topo Chico. And it was delicious sparkling water.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I went to the beer distributor and saw, well, Topo Chico is not really readily available here in New York.
No, and I even can't find this.
It's hard. It's hard to find. It's a real pain in the ass.
I've tried to find it for the last 2 backyard barbecues I've gone to.
It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to find. But my beer distributor, Belmore Beverage,
Not a
shout
sponsor.
out, not a sponsor.
Could be.
Could be, if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They have a liquor store, too, and they sell Jameson. So, again, could be. They had the Topo Chico hard seltzer, and I was like, well, Topo Chico is delicious.
Yeah.
Their hard seltzer must be delicious as well, and here we are.
If their bubbly water is good, then the liquor that they add to bubbly water must be great.
Yeah.
And it is.
It's great, and it doesn't give you that aspartame taste.
That's true. Yeah. I hate, like, certain seltzers. You drink them, and it feels like that same feeling like you had too many Otter Pops. Mm-hmm. You know, like
I don't know what an Otter Pop is.
You don't know, like or Pop Ice.
Yes,
those popsicles.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Pop up.
Yeah.
Otter Pops might be more of a Midwest thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of those ice pops that you push up. Like once you're on like your 5th or 6th one. I don't know if you guys get down on popsicles like I do. But yeah, once you're on your 5th or 6th one, you start to feel like, you know what, there's an unnatural flavor happening in my mouth right now.
Wrong.
Yeah. But really hits.
We do digress.
Yeah.
Today we're here to talk about being politically incorrect, but
Jerky
also
me off.
Relax, buddy.
Jerky me off.
Using your voice.
Jerky me off.
And beef jerky, and there's nobody better to talk about all that stuff with than content creator, model, entrepreneur, the leader of the movement.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that one.
And overall boss lady, right?
Yeah.
An overall boss lady, Courtney Messmer, one of the co-founders of Jerky Me Off. You remember we had
we had a bunch of
tasting.
bags. We had a bunch of bags of them, yeah.
And we ate all of the bags in one night.
Yeah, because it was really good.
Because it was really good, and we had a lot of Jameson.
We happened to run into them at So What Fest.
Yeah.
And made a connection while we were there, and we were like, yeah, we need to talk because your marketing is on point, because it was just beautiful girls in cow print bikinis. And for a couple of gentlemen, we were intrigued. We were like, "What are you selling?"
And now they have
My fine lady.
The Moo Bros, I think.
Yeah.
So
now there's Moo Bros.
So
converting
ladies,
converting vegans.
Converting vegans. So we talk about all that stuff. We talk about getting into the jerky game. We talk about
it's getting into the
so
jerky
much
game.
Fun stuff.
But it's like just following
marketing,
following what you do,
and
making what you do successful, no matter what it is. Like I'm sure she didn't like get into marketing and having the mindset like, I'd really like to head up a beef jerky company at some point in my life.
Yeah.
Right? But knowing what you're good at, working towards it, and then having like the eye for, oh, this is how I'm going to market this and make this, and here's how I'm going to reach and connect people. Made it so that she's making this company incredibly successful, and it's fantastic. So it's
like a year.
Yeah. So it's honestly like it's a really good conversation for anybody that like in any way is just trying to think of like, okay, what can I do to
how do I
further
think
myself
outside the box
or,
to not have this soul sucking job that I'm at.
Right. Or add to it. Or
yeah. I think that's a good way to go right now.
We have vegans that do some of our modeling. I'm like, I'm going to make sure it's vegans for jerky.
One of my favorite like videos that you put up was of like one of the girls like body of Christing a vegan.
That was
It's like that is fantastic. It was like he's vegan and gay, both are suspect after this moment. And I was like, yeah, I get it.
that was like the most fun day. We I don't know, are there rules on this podcast?
No.
0.
I'm like, okay, so there may have been some medicinal fungi consumed by some of the
I
members in this.
love mushrooms.
Medicinal fungi, okay?
Oh,
So we decided that, like, what better of a promo place for Jerky Me Off than the Gay Pride Parade? Like that.
Yeah.
And
love it.
we already wanted to go to it anyway. We're like, all right, fuck it. We'll just wear cow print and we're going to call it work and we're promoting. And then somehow we convinced this man who literally was vegan, and he found us on Instagram because, like, some of his friends sent him the video. Like, we didn't know his name or anything. We didn't tag him at first. And some of his friends sent him the video, and he literally has, like, the plant emoji in his bio. Like, the little sprout.
Right,
yeah.
And he reshared it, which was awesome. And I was like, I love that he was still a good sport about it. He wasn't like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
because, like,
Yeah.
it could have gone, like, one of two ways. Like, he could have been not took the joke or, like, been like, don't show
Right,
people
right.
my... Like,
Right.
he was, like, a big sport about it, so I loved it. It was really fun.
That's awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that story leads us into this. Welcome to Bacon is My Podcast,
Welcome to it.
where today
We were just talking about how everybody
we have how everybody
sexually
likes-
accepts meat in their mouth. Nobody's really vegan.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the person to inform us a little bit more about that. Is that okay? Is that wrong?
I don't know.
We get canceled when I say okay, cool. Today we've got the marketing extraordinaire. We've got
Yes.
content creator. We've got model. We've got co-founder of Jerky Me Off. We've got Miss Courtney Messmer. What's going on, dude?
Hi. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
We're hanging out at this totally different time than
Y'all.
we were hanging out before when we did the 7 questions. This is a totally new day.
Hell yeah. I
Completely
love
new
it.
day. I know we're wearing the same clothes, but sometimes it happens.
Sometimes it
You
bees
know,
like that.
my washer and my drying board is broken, so I had to wear this again.
Yeah, exactly. So what's awesome, like the way we met you, we talked about it in our, if you haven't seen, Jim and I did a tasting, of course,
Yes.
because that's what we do. And we didn't torture ourselves for once because
Yeah, it was great.
it was awesome. So what we usually like to do is torture ourselves and have like, I didn't get to bring mine.
No, you keep talking about it. I'm just going to eat it.
Yeah, go ahead. ASMR that shit.
Yeah.
So we met at So What Fest, and we were both hustling, and it was funny because you guys were right outside the Revolver stage, if I remember correctly, and
Yes.
that was kind of where the press tent was just outside of. So we were like, if we were able to get out there, and actually a bunch of our friends were playing on that stage. Forever Came Calling, Stud Count, a bunch of great bands were playing on that stage. So when we were able to step away from interviews, we ran down, went over there, and then you guys in your cow print bikinis.
Well, let me stop here real quick. I'm going to pause you right there real quick, because before we even did that, if you remember, when we first came in, I mentioned to you, because we were walking behind somebody who I guess was probably going to either help set up or something. And I was like, this is the second person I've seen in a cow print bikini. This has to be something.
This has got to be
like,
something.
what is this? Like, is this a band? Is this a thing? Something's here that this is a marketing for. Because the first person I saw was like, oh, cool. All right. You never know what you're going to see at a festival show. I saw butts are the new boobs. I saw so many butts while I was there. So a lot of bathing suits, a lot of things, and a lot of like cool, outlandish, like risque, visually, like, hey, check this out type of clothing. And so I don't think anything of it. But when I see a second person, I saw a different butt in cow print. And then we noticed that there were many butts in
In
Calvert.
Calvert.
And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this? And then, yes, I
so we went down and we came in, and actually, I think my wife Jen was talking to you, Courtney, and somebody else was talking to other people, and we were like, "Oh, cool! Like we got to set something up. We got to have you guys up. We'll bring you in the press, and we'll you know we'll do a tasting or whatever." And just schedules wouldn't allow it, so we finally
yeah,
Yes.
we were both
ordered
super
some.
busy
We
that
got
day.
some stuff. Had some Jerky Me Off, which was delicious. So again, go into the archives, watch Jim and I not torture ourselves for once, because earlier on we did have the dudes from Strange Candy upstairs, and we tortured our mouths with some of their hottest.
Did you guys do
hottest-
did you do the hottest one?
Yes.
I have a very funny story with you guys about that, actually.
Oh.
I want to hear about it. So we met at So What Fest. We have, but the jerky is amazing, and the fact that, I mean, you guys are really taking off. You guys are only around since what, March?
March. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been working on it for a year now, but actually launched since March.
And your marketing, again, marketing extraordinaire. We need to, Jim. We gotta hire her.
Yeah.
As long as she as long as she can take smiles as payment, we're good.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. But yeah, your guys' marketing is genius. Like, you guys got the videos going at So What Fest and everything. You had the bikinis. You had the Moo crew going at full speed. So yeah, you guys are great. I love the movement. That's great. Especially, we're New York, blue state, so we get it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But yeah.
Well,
so thank you for hanging out with us, dude.
To be completely honest, your marketing alone, we would have still loved to have you on the show, just because the marketing is really great, and it really caught our eye, and it works, and it we were talking about it, and I was noticing it, and we were thinking it, and it's so smart. It makes so much sense, and how. And someone else in another podcast that you did said the same thing, where it was how Jerky Me Off, how no jerky company has done that, baffles me, because it's so there.
Yeah,
Low-hanging fruit.
the name. I really
Even if the
don't-
jerky sucked, we would have you on, but it really doesn't. It's fucking really good. So it's all the marketing works, because and besides it being a beef jerky company, you've turned it into this there's a community, and there's I want to get into what snacktivism is and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But going with what you were saying.
Oh, no, thank you so much just for acknowledging the marketing and everything. And I'm a little nervous, so I probably am not looking at the camera. So we're just going to, yes. But thank you guys. And it is, I really got lucky on the cow print. I'll just say that, because I picked that out a year before we launched, and then it just happened to explode right at the same time.
Nice.
And I was like, well, I'll be damned.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, universe. You gave me a little bone on my back. Gold star, especially because the co-founders, how I ended up, so now I'm technically the active CEO, but how I started was, I started at first as going to be a consultant for their marketing, and then somehow in the girl bossing to the sun, and then some shifts, and then now I have there's three of us as the co-founders. They're not silent partners, but they're not in the business.
Mm-hmm.
And so now basically girl boss too close to the sun. But when I first brought up this drawing of a chicken and cow print, they're looking at me what the fuck is this bitch on? And I'm like, no, I swear. His name's Dude. Just hear me out. See, it works. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
so yeah.
I love it. Worked for Chick-fil-A with the cows. You know what I mean? It's
He's
such
getting
a
revenge.
The
It's such a-
misspelling shit.
right. It's such a perfect it's perfect. It's so smart, and it really works. Often with marketing, I find, or I notice, right, that it's it's those simple things that just kind of connect, that work so well, but it's so hard to come up with a simple thing, because we're all overthinkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Overthinkers. And then sometimes things just like flow together. And I mean, there's been stuff that like hasn't been the great. I don't know. I feel like Jerky Me Off has been really great because they've given me a lot of creative control in the essence of like letting me express a lot of the like hints of my personality through it and like all that, which has been really great and a blessing. And it just seems to work. And then people have been really, really amazing. And like the support I've gotten from it and like all of my friends, like all those girls that were at So What, they were all there by the grace of their presence of being my friend. And that is like a homie.
That's awesome.
Because it was hot as hell.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh, my God.
all of those girls were
Yes, it
sleeping at
was.
my house. We were there for like, imagine that many females in a house, one little house, and it's like hot as hell, and we're working like 12 hours a day. I'm like, I'm gonna be like public enemy number 1 by Tuesday.
I'm gonna ruin all my relationships.
I'm like, I love you guys.
You're
amazing.
What you need to do is be like, we're actually press.
Right.
Because we got air conditioning and waters, and it was amazing. Not vendors. I know vendors had a little bit of water.
But I've
But it was
learned my
hot.
lesson.
It was so hot.
It was really hot, and it was honestly amazing. And I love Third String, and they're awesome, and they've been so helpful in our like process of growing and everything. And like that was, I mean, talk about facing the bull head on. Like we had not done like a big event besides like craft fairs, and then I'm like, I'm gonna do a music festival, and it's like this fucking huge thing, and just like raw dog in reality. But it worked, and it was awesome. And now I'm like addicted.
Yeah.
Now I'm like over there on all the websites.
Right.
Well,
messaging
first off, real quick shout out to Mike Zemer, because
Yeah.
he's
Love
the
you.
fucking man. He is the
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
We're
He is the
actually
man.
we're talking to him on Wednesday again. So
I'm going to be
But it's
stalking him
private.
and bringing beef babes to his birthday party on
Nice.
Sunday night. So yeah.
Nice.
I know he's sick, but I hope he's feeling better. But anyway, I did hear, because you're like now addicted to this music festival thing, I heard you want to sell your Mercedes, buy a bus, wrap that shit up in cow print,
Yes.
and start traveling the world. So
I love
what
this.
what is the status on that, dude?
Live on the top of a mountain.
So the status on it is I'm like completely ready to do this. The only thing is I just need to find a Thelma to my Louise that can drive a bus, because I am totally
I'll do it.
this. I just don't have the confidence of me driving said bus.
I'll do it. I'll drive a bus.
Yeah. You'll drive the bus? If you'll drive the bus, then let's go.
I'll drive the bus.
I have a great, I want to like interview people, part of the movement, like across America, not just like the artist or like people but that you meet there, but like also like the gas station employee, like just everyone, and do like a little, I don't know if I'm like inner child healing with like, remember the simple, not the simple. Yeah.
So let's talk, bacon and beef work together.
It all works
Bacon
together.
and beef works
I know.
together.
We're
Meet
gonna talk
America.
about that.
Meet America tour.
Oh.
I desperately want to get on the road again. Like I haven't been on the road in such a long time. My band toured a lot, and then we didn't for a long. We all lost a few years, and oh my God, cabin fever. My girlfriend is out on the road because she's a musician and awesome and runs lights and does everything.
So awesome.
And so she's out there, and I'm like, I'm so jealous. I want to be on the road so bad. So yeah, I'll drive for you. You. Let's put a piece of bacon on the side of that bus, and let's meet
We
America.
could do it like the Wienermobile, but it's a giant piece of bacon on the top. I don't know.
I do like the Meet
We might
America
have to
tour. I
paper
think that
mache
could work.
it. We're balling on a budget, but we can make it happen.
Listen,
all
we
right.
made.
That's all right.
I think we all made paper mache globes in school. I mean,
think
we could do
could
this.
I've done it.
too.
I think
Newspaper,
we could do it.
newspaper and glue, and water. Right? That's all it is.
And what better like form of content? My whole thing is like I feel like this whole experience just like literally create like a mock not a mock because it's real, but like a
Right.
reality show of just like this whole like even the paper mache part. Like that's That's hilarious.
That's content.
It's like paper macheing a giant piece of bacon on top of a school bus. Like,
I think a bacon
That's
pinata.
that's wrapped in
a bacon pinata
concrete.
filled with beef jerky,
yes.
so that people literally have to beat meat to get it.
Oh my god, we could have like the thing at the back of the bus and then go to the back of the bus and then you
See?
have to, like,
Oh my
eat.
god!
Go beat your meat at the back of the bus.
No, what you need is your meat beater. You
Yeah,
have
like
You
like a
need a meat
baseball
beater.
bat and get your
Go to the
own
butcher's block.
meat meter.
Yeah.
See, we're marketing guys too.
See, it's not even a baseball bat; it's a rolling
Look
pin.
at Yes.
I
I'm
love
so
it.
in. I'm so in on
I
this. love
literally,
it.
I've also looked into Penske trucks, but I'm like, I feel like you might need a window. I don't really know how, but you can YouTube anything nowadays. I'm like,
Well,
I
you can find
Well,
like you can
what's
find
interesting
smaller
is-
school buses. You can find old school buses that aren't being used anymore, and those actually you can do a lot with because like air conditioners will fit in those windows, and like I know a lot of like bands that have turned those into like live-in touring
Yeah.
all year type situations. So you can do a lot. You can do a lot with those.
And see, that's the best option. So running into this issue with like all the festivals, because I was, especially when you come off the adrenaline of So What, and I'm like, all right, I want to go here. I'm like applying to shit and fucking all over the country, like
Right.
very, very high ambitions. And then I'm like, how the fuck do I intend on? I'm like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. And then like we had a few opportunities where festivals came up, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get all this beef jerky there, where I'm gonna put it when I get it there, how I'm gonna get people there. I'm like, well, I think I need a bus. I really need like a large thing because you can't leave the jerky like out in the heat. Like I can't
Right.
do that.
Right.
And then like
I mean, it doesn't need to be like
Freezing
refrigerated, but like you can't leave it out
it can't be like
hot.
hot because
Yeah.
it's just it won't like make it bad, but it won't like it'll be gross. It's
Yeah.
not gonna
Right.
be like dangerous, just kind
It's
of
not
like,
going to be
mm.
chef's
be a little-
chef's kiss experience.
It's gonna be like, thanks, and then they like throw it in the trash can. You don't want that.
Right, right.
But
There's an experience that you have in your brain with jerky, and it's not that it's hot.
no, yeah, and not especially that Sugar Mama one. Like that one has a kind of a sweet paste
You'd have to
on it.
pull it. You'd get like a cheese pull when it'd be weird.
Yeah, it would be a very uncomfortable experience. I accidentally forgot a package of it in my car, and it wasn't even Texas summer yet. And I went to eat it, and it was not the way it was supposed to be.
Right.
And that was not even in Texas summer. And in Texas summer, like I don't even want to. It would probably like melt and just be like a puddle of like.
It would become one with the bag.
It would be it would just be the bag.
be like
when
Laffy
we went-
Taffy trying to open it.
that was the one
Right,
thing too, like about Texas and you know, like everybody talks about moving away from New York and whatever, and we were, dude, it was fucking hot. It was just so hot, and it was only May. It was only
I told you, I was like, I'll do
May.
it. I could do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do
Yeah,
it.
but go there in August.
I'll
go
do
there in
it.
August.
I lived in Vegas, man. I can do it.
But the Vegas doesn't have that humidity.
It's true. That's very true. Like the humidity is a killer.
I can
Coming
do
off
heat.
the
I can't do the humid.
Yeah.
I do the humid, but I would rather not do it. I
Right.
bought like a portable AC now. I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
Well, it's like there's
Portable
like
ACs
3
are
months
the
out of the
best.
year in Texas that you just don't go outside. It's
Yeah.
just-
You're like a cat. You just like lay inside by
Yeah.
your AC and just hope for the
you
best.
keep your car
Which
in
is-
the
which
garage.
is like-
you go to the car. You
Run
That's a lot like-
inside,
Yeah.
still sweaty.
It is
Right.
a lot like New York because you don't go outside for 3 months because it snows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar. Very similar. Like,
Only in New York, when you get out of the shower, you don't immediately sweat.
yeah. That's,
Oh, except for right now. Now we do, which sucks.
Which
Yeah,
the good
that's
thing is though, Texas is like obviously used to being hot, so most places
Right.
have pretty good AC. But you'll know,
Yeah.
oh, my AC went out in June for 3 weeks. It wasn't completely out, but it was like out, but like it wasn't. It was broken, but not like completely broken, so it wasn't like on the top of their priority list. So
Okay.
like it would cool down to like 75, but like 75 inside a house in the summer is not
No,
what
that's
75
not great.
feels like.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh no, especially when you're used to
Yeah.
like my AC probably broke because they keep it on like 67, and so I got humbled very quickly.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Jen hates me because sleeping temperature at the room is 64.
And that's how I like it. I like it cold, and then I have
Gotta
like
be
my
64.
big fuzzy blanket with a fan on.
Well, I
Annie's-
have a sheet. That's
Annie's funny with me because I spent so much time living, like I lived in when I was touring a lot. I lived in my van, and I lived in the recording rehearsal studio. So, because New York rents were like, I'm not going to be able to do this and book tours and do anything. So I like lived in the van, and so I didn't have AC. I didn't have anything. I just, it just sucked. It was just whatever it was. And then when I lived in the studio, it was the same thing. It was like, if it was on, it got cold. If it wasn't on, it was hot. It just kind of happened. So when I moved in with her, she'll like, we'll have days where she's like, we live in like a basement apartment. We don't have AC. So we just have fans everywhere. I apologize if anybody can hear fans right now. But she's like, this fucking sucks. We need to move somewhere. And I'm like, this really isn't that bad. I don't really.
It's fine. I like it here.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're having a problem. Like I moved in with you. Like this
is your choice.
This was an upgrade for me. Like
honestly, like I feel like you could get used to any living situation. I've lived in some random places, and like it just takes like a. But if I have the choice, I'm gonna be cold. I'm gonna be cold, but you can make it work.
So I wanted to ask you, like, how. So somebody comes to you, and they go, "We want you to market a beef jerky company." What about the presentation to you, like when you first got it, made you be like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, this is totally what I'm going to throw myself into 1,000%.
Well, a few things. So during 2020, shout out, drama. Then 2020.
We started this in 2020, so it's not all bad.
It really is not all bad. Obviously, I had worked in the restaurant and bar industry for a long time, and was the marketing manager of this chain of restaurants, Knockout Sports Bar. And then obviously everyone, 2020 hits, bye jobs, blah, blah, blah. Everyone knows the story. And then I moved in because my apartment, like I had a bad couple of months there. My car got stolen. Then like this, it was just like rain on me. And I was like,
Black
you know what?
Cloud.
And I didn't have insurance because it was 2020 and I was cutting my bills, and that was great. But there's a huge like sunny side to this. It all comes back around. But so I was like, you know what? Fuck Texas. I'm moving. My grandpa has it's a shack in Hawaii, and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna be a beach bum now.
Hawaii, you said?
Yeah. So
okay, yes.
I was like, all right, bet. You know what? Like, I don't got a car, lost my job. Why the fuck? Why should I not go to Hawaii? This seems like he's been asking me to go out there, and me and my grandpa are best friends. So he's been asking me for years, and I'm like, Grandpa, I can't just like up and leave my life. And then I was like, really? I can just up and leave this right now because why the fuck not?
I'll go tomorrow. Jesus. What's your grandpa's name? Let's hook us up.
Dan,
I'll meet him. We'll be good friends.
Shout out Dan.
I love Hawaii.
It was
like
amazing.
Mahalo, man. Let's do it.
Yes. And he lived in like rural Hawaii. So it wasn't like, it was like a different country. But anyways, get out there. And then like everything finally starts like opening back up and all of that. And I'm getting like a little antsy because we're not in like Hawaii where there's like, it's like an hour to like go to the grocery store. And like,
right. Okay.
Mind you, I was having the time of my life. I loved it because I like love like watching fish and being a weirdo. I'll like sit there on a rock and watch them for, like hours. Yeah. But then I kind of had like a strike of ambition. I was like, all right, I need to like, I'll come back to this. This is more like a little bit slower phase. So I was on my journey back to Texas, and this guy I knew named Aaron just like randomly called me, and I hadn't talked to him forever. And he had seen what I did with like the Knockout social media, which is like my resume claim to fame, whatever.
Claim to flame because it was fire.
Claim to flame because it was fire. Yeah. And then he was like, oh, and blah, blah, blah. I have this company that I'm working with, and I think you'd be great to do our marketing. And I was like, what is it? And he was like, beef jerky. And me and my best friend have this joke of how I always have a meat stick because I'm obsessed with Slim Jims. Well, I really was. And then, so I was like, free jerky. And I actually have a job. I'm not going to have to go back to bartending fresh out the gates. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll do this. Why not? And then it just kind of snowballed. And yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Like, that's really awesome that you hopped right back into the marketing thing. Now, what I do know about you is that you've won a marketing contest in high school, but have a degree at YouTube University.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No. So I was very, I would say, academically gifted. My mom would say that during puberty, my brain dropped from my head to my boobs. That's the exact quote she uses, actually, but it wasn't really that. It was just that I have
incredibly smart boobs.
I guess so. They know when it's raining.
All right.
Mean Girls reference?
Genius boobs.
No, I just, so I didn't really pursue like marketing. I still went to college, but I don't know. I've had a natural like talent for like marketing and stuff, basically.
Creative, and
outgoing.
Yeah,
knowing what people will respond to, and that is a gift. Like knowing that someone's going to respond to something, being like ahead of the curve on what might start to become popular, like all those kinds of things. Like those are gifts. Like that's not easy at all.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right, so we just played the fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw our new sponsor next to us at the fair.
Right.
Any of you that have ever been to festivals, one of the coolest spots to go to is that spot that's selling you sodas with the copper mugs.
Oh, they're the best.
Wild Bill's, dude.
Yes, and you don't just have to go to a fair to get their stuff anymore. You can go to drinkwildbills.com and they'll send it right to your house.
They sent that ginormous box to us.
Huge box.
Yeah.
Of stuff, and it made me realize that Wild Bill's isn't just soda.
Yeah, I thought it was at first, but man, the jerky and
nuts and coffee.
Oh man, snack foods, coffee, everything.
And if you go there now, drinkwildbills.com, use the promo code BACON, of course, and you get 10% off.
Oh, dude, check it out. Stick with us because we're going to be letting you know how that coffee tastes. We're going to be doing some tasting episodes on literally everything in the box.
Yes.
So stick with us. But, dude, you've had it. You've been at fairs. I've bought it. I bought that mug. It's awesome. I love it.
And now, again, we're heading into the winter months. It's going to get a little colder. No more fairs. Just have it delivered right to your door.
Drinkwildbills.com.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say. Once. Check it out. Promo code BACON.
All right, Jimsy. You think grilling season is over?
Almost, right?
No. Grilling season is never over because of a new sponsor of ours.
Ooh, what is it?
GrillYourAssOff.com.
I love the name already.
Yeah. It's a veteran-owned company that sells spices, barbecue sauces, cool swag, even cookbooks.
Oh, you know what? You sent me a link to that. I checked it out. That was awesome. They had some cool recipes right on their site. That was pretty awesome.
Yes, sir. And that's for free. But now that they're a sponsor, they've decided that if you use the promo code BACON, you get 10% off your order.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm ready. I'm definitely ordering some spices. They had a couple that looked really killer.
Yeah, and it's really, there's so many different selections that there's really a spice for everybody. The guys that are like heat heads, and even the people that just want something subtle, delicious, sweet, whatever it is, they've got something for everybody.
Awesome. Did we order any? Did we have any coming?
We've got some coming.
Nice.
And we're going to do some tasting episodes over on the Patreon.
Awesome. So
With
stick
a little bit
around.
of grill your ass off stuff.
Stick around, everyone, because once we get those in, we're going to taste them, we're going to go through them, and then we're going to let you know what we think and maybe give you some choices that we would kind of go for.
So once again, head over to grillyourassoff.com, use that promo code BACON, and get 10% off.
Sweet.
Hey, this is Bradley from Emerosa. Our new single, Preach, is out now. You are consuming Bacon is My podcast.
My question is like, did like anything that you've done, like what kind of market research do you do, or do you just kind of go almost like a creator and just be like, no, this is what's going to work for this, or do you look at the things around you and go, maybe not this, but like, just go with your gut?
So I'm going to be honest, and my co-founders are going to kill me, but most of the time I do a lot of like education, and a lot of that is from YouTube, but that was more of like learning how to do, because I got kind of frustrated. There's a little bit of a story about how the dynamics of who was involved when it first started, and how I actually got into more of like the business side of it, because the marketing side of it, I can do like pretty easily, like spaghetti on the cupboard. And then the business side, I was like, I have to talk to an accountant. I'm like, you want me to do a budget? That's not the smartest decision, guys. I'm just going to let you know that.
I want to buy a bus and go on the road.
I get it. I totally get it. I work for a nonprofit, so I get that. Like, now it's like, okay, you might be taking this over, and it's like, okay, no problem. I got this. Cool.
And I mean, like the creative side, I guess that's more of just I have a very vivid imagination. And then I think that some of like the psychology of the creative, though, definitely happened from like bartending a lot. Like I bartended for a long time, and you meet a lot of people, and you can kind of see how people like I bartended especially at like a lot of restaurants, so I kind of got that aspect of it from there. But then also I don't know, you can kind of just tell about like good customer service or what people respond to, and not so much a lot of market research, which I did do market research and I read it all, but I kind of also wanted to go against that, because I was like, if everyone's doing muscles and camo, then why would you do muscles and camo?
It's like music. Like if you're basing what you're trying to do off of what's popular, you're about 5 years too late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we almost, when we were like redoing the logo when I started, because the logo at first was like this in a circle.
Right.
And I was like, I just don't really know what y'all want me to do with that. It's giving GNC. I don't know if I'm listening. But we experimented.
If it should have been the forearm, if anything.
See, that was another one with a piece of jerky. That was a concept that we went through. And so I literally last summer spent like a month drawing smiley faces, because then that was our next one, because I like randomly came up with an idea of like the smiley facing looking like he was like yeah,
finishing.
But then I'm happy we didn't do that though, because we started seeing some smiley faces on some brand stuff right towards when we were finalizing. We're already too late. Ixnay, no smiley face. And I was like at the brink of insanity, I think, because they're like, okay, well, think of the new logo. Mind you, I'm hand drawing all of this. I don't know how to do Adobe Illustrator. So if it messes up and they're like, oh, well, can you just move the eye down? I'm like, oh, just let me
start over.
Draw this for 2 hours again.
Begin
Move the eye down.
Nothing.
Right.
Fuck you, Kyle. Like, no, I can't move the eye down. Just imagine it. But
it's also in pen.
I may have partaked in devil's lettuce, and I was like, it'd be really funny if like there was like this evil chicken that was getting revenge on. That's why its eyes are like that. It's supposed to look like it's like hypnotizing you. And so there's like this whole, oh my gosh. So the Mehoffs, I came up with this like weird comic book for it, and it's like Mehoff Meats, and they're Russian Jews from New York that own Jerky Me Off, and it's the Mehoff Meats family, and then that's John Mehoff's pet chicken. So like when he's like, think Courage the Cowardly Dog, and like he's like has his chicken and he's stroking
his chicken's a cock.
Yeah. And then like there's this whole family of them, and one day when we have an animation team, it would be really funny to do some skits with that.
That
But
is awesome.
What about a comic book?
I know I really want
Graphic
to.
novel.
I have like all the person. The funny thing about it is, literally within 3 days of us coming, well, when I like came to them with the chicken idea and then I explained it all, and my other co-founders are both Jewish, so they were like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome," because it's a really funny story. Like this chicken is just like out here like on a villainous rampage, but nobody knows, and he's like mind controlling all the humans for his evil biddings, and it's pretty iconic, honestly.
Well,
For now.
I will tell you, in high school, in my senior economics class, we did have to do a marketing campaign, and a friend and I did genetically engineered cocks. The
That's
GEC.
amazing.
And what we did is we took the adrenaline glands of other chickens, and ground them up, and we put them into syringes and put them into other chickens. And
They
that
didn't
would
really
make
do
those
this.
chickens.
This was the idea.
Oh, I was
into
like, wait
other
a minute. I was like,
chickens.
you did what?
Yeah, they
We
didn't
made a
really do
video.
this.
We made a video. We did this sort of.
This is what they were selling. The
where
idea.
we shoot them into other chickens, and then if you put them into a chicken fight, like it was just like. So the way we presented it was, we took two electronic little Easter chicks, and we put them into a grinder, and then we took another chick and injected them with the stuff. One of those pens that looks like you ever see the pens that look like your nurse's pen that was a syringe?
Yes.
And then my friend Steve dressed up like a chicken, and we put like a 3 months later.
That
And
is
then
amazing.
he took a rubber chicken and just completely beat the shit out of it with all the wrestling moves he knew.
With all
which
his
was done.
might.
That
Which
is
was
the best marketing ever.
And we got a C minus. And I was like,
Your teacher
why?
was unfair.
That's a pass. That's passing. Your teacher just
He
didn't
was
like
you know what?
creativity.
He was unfair because I was also friends with his brother. And I was like, that was genius. And he was like, yeah, but genetically engineered cocks. And I was like, yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah.
He was
It was-
cockfighting.
It was genius to work that in. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that you don't appreciate cockfighting culture. That's a
Right.
personal problem.
It's a thing. It's not a thing
That was way back in
legally
2002,
here,
by
but
the
it's a
way.
thing.
I'm old as fuck. So
Yeah, you're in the underground, man.
Happens.
You knew the underground. I will say, and just to bring up the marketing idea of a comic book for your story, is that I am old also. Not real. I age like a vampire,
I don't
but
think you guys are that old.
doesn't matter. But when I was a child,
he's like 78. It's fine.
oil of Olay. When I was a child, I remember that I liked like He-Man character, like the toys, right?
Uh-huh.
And the cool thing that was that marketing wise, the idea that I figured out later, like that was never a thing. That was made to sell like something, right?
Mhm.
And they used to put a little comic book in each character's like the character box. So you would open, you'd get that, and it would be a story, but it wouldn't be the whole story. So you'd have to fucking buy another character and hope you got another part of the story. What I'm saying is, you get a printer, right, and you do a small run of your comic, and you make them small enough to fit in here.
That's actually a really fucking good idea. I'm
I
trying to
know
read
it
the
is.
notebook right now.
And
I'm
that
like,
is-
how do I not knock over this?
Do it.
setup I
Do
have
it.
on my
Just
pillow?
do it. Do it.
Feel free to take that all
That's
the way.
an excellent idea. Like, that's kind
Because
of similar to like
I
Bazooka,
remembered
what
it when
they
I was a
did
kid,
on
and I read the shit out of those. And I, like if I got the same one in another character, I read the same one again. Like, and I never was pissed about it. I was never like, fuck, I got the same one. it was like shit. Now I gotta get another character.
Yeah, that's the thing. Also with marketing, though, is like it can be a little sneaky. Sometimes
Absolutely.
I'm like, this is devious, but I like it.
Absolutely.
But it's okay.
But it's fine. I mean, thank God.
Right? And then you make a contest. Like if you have like all four, if you have four of the 5 comics, we'll give you the opportunity to buy the graphic novel.
See, I've actually thought about something. That's a really good idea for the graphic novel. Now we could even pivot. I have someone that wants to do NFTs with us, but I don't know enough yet to commit to that because I need to know at least what I'm fucking, at least somewhat of what I'm talking
really
about.
weird.
I don't really know what's going on. I'm just like,
fuck that is, yeah.
Yeah, but I did think of one of the ideas that we had, like on ways to like gain mass, like email list traction or whatever. Obviously, a giveaway, something like that. And I was like, well, we could do like find the golden cock, and then like one of the bags, like
I like
had
that too.
Like a golden cock sticker.
Absolutely,
that would be cool. But I like your comic book idea. That's actually really, really smart. Didn't Bazooka Gum used to have something like that too?
Yeah, I think they did. I think
With,
they
like,
had
Archie?
a little, yeah, like an Archie comic strip in it or something like that.
Because I think I remember having those. Or even Laffy Taffy does the jokes. I love Laffy Taffy.
Well, and it turns it into a collectible too. You know what I mean? Like it takes your consumable item and it makes it into a collectible.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Feel free.
Mike, I think your audio's gone. Hi.
Are you there?
Yeah, you know what?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
This thing.
Oh.
Ah.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
That's a thing. Well, no, see, I usually don't have my NSYNC headset on.
That's true. He does not.
I do have the dance moves. But yeah, I usually don't have this on, but you know.
He normally doesn't care
on the road.
who you are, where you're from.
That's Backstreet Boys, buddy.
That doesn't matter.
No, it does.
Still on it.
It totally
I was
matters.
still on it. It still worked.
As long as you love me.
Did you guys ever see Josie and the Pussycat Dolls?
Of course.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, forgot that movie existed, and then I like refound it a week ago, and I've been watching it relentlessly. And then I have like a weird theory. I'm like, Courtney, is this like your rendition of the Pussycat Dolls? Are you like beef babing? Is this your Josie moment? Is that what you're trying to do right now? I don't know.
Maybe you are. Nothing wrong with that.
Perhaps.
That's
okay.
I'm going with it.
Yeah. Josie and the Pussycats are awesome. I enjoyed that. Like, the movie was great. They have a show as well. I don't know if you knew about that. That's where it's... Wait, what?
The cartoon, I knew about the cartoon. I thought you meant like the live action had
oh yeah, I thought you meant something current.
Yeah.
No. There was a what's her name? Rachel Lee Cook was like Josie and the Pussycats, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
And then there was an actual cartoon of it prior to that.
I saw that actual cartoon on my YouTube deep dive of. They have actually pretty good soundtrack.
Yeah. YouTube is a problem. YouTube is a major problem. It's a problem for my kids right now too, where it's just like all they do is watch Minecraft stuff. It's like I don't care. I don't care about taking diamonds and taking iron and crafting them into something. Why are you watching 4 hours of this? This is awful.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I go down many rabbit holes.
I definitely.
4 in the morning, I'm watching Hot Ones and fucking.
I love Hot Ones. Hot Ones is good.
Courtney,
Impractical Jokers just did Truth or Dab.
I heard about
hilarious. That. It's hilarious.
So I actually went to, while here in South Carolina, I went to a hot sauce place called Pucker Butt.
Yes.
And
I like
they have a whole bunch. They've got like 6 or 7 different hot sauces that they made for Hot Ones. They were the last dab, like
Yeah, they made
5
the
or
last
6
dab.
time, and so I got one of them. Oh man, he's just showing off.
I'm just no, I'm
I didn't have
product
room on my
placement.
back.
If I'm gonna eat it, I got a product placement.
Yeah, I loved it.
You shouldn't have drawn attention to it. I was just doing a subliminal thing.
I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm gonna draw attention to it. He's able to eat it. Well, there. Nope. There. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to eat it right there, and I'm not, because I'm working remote as fuck, and but it's delicious. It's delicious.
I'm remote too. I just have it at my house.
Right. Well, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this place Pucker Butt, they have a really good hot sauce. I'm excited because they want to work with us. They have a couple of bacon. They have an awesome bacon hot sauces. So
that's
we're gonna try
so
that
exciting
soon.
That is so
maybe we do
so what
Pucker
I
Butt
want to
bacon
try,
hot sauce jerky.
What I want to talk about is some of the collabs and stuff. I mean, when is the bacon jerky going to be a thing?
So the bacon jerky, the thing is, it is already a thing. It's already a thing. It's just not a thing that is available yet. But Santa might know a better time period.
Oh,
okay. There.
Right. Okay.
I'll write a letter.
You should write a letter. And yes, so the bacon jerky is actually very, very, when we were like choosing like our top 4 that we wanted to initially launch with, the bacon was a strong contender. And I am going to say I was the one that said no. And I know that's bad, but I said because, but the reason why is because I knew that it would be another hit of like a lot of people are like, you have your initial lineup, but you need like the follow up, boom. Like you can't put all your cards out the first time.
You can't have 4 headliners.
No, you have to have one that like you keep people interested and have that entertainment. And the bacon one is really, really good. And no one really thinks of bacon jerky, which I didn't think of bacon jerky. When I
feel like it would be bad because of the fattiness.
We did not think of it. We did not think of it until one of our gracious sponsors, Wild Bill's Soda, had they sent us this box and it had a bacon jerky in it, and we were like, "Oh, this is cold bacon, like chewy cold bacon."
That's what I thought.
Which was okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of reluctance when they were insisting to me that this was good, because I'm not going to lie. I'm like a reformed chicken finger kid. So when I like look at something new, I'm like, that looks suspicious. Why would I put that in my mouth? And then everyone around me was like, no, Courtney, it's really good. I'm like, that's what you guys all say about elote. And I know that's not true. So liars. And then finally I succumbed to the peer pressure and I was like, okay, this is something I can actually get behind. And it's really, really good. It's really good. And I thought it was going to taste like a dog treat. I think bacon strips, their marketing campaign has just really stuck with me, because I'm like, that's
what I think of too immediately. Yeah.
No, this one actually tastes really good. And the texture isn't like, it's more like OG cowboy than like dog treat.
Okay.
So that being said, are you guys working with the same people that you work with in California?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So you just so everybody knows, because we didn't really talk about, we just talked about how good. That's right. I don't know if you hear that, but there's like bunnies back here.
That's
bunnies back here.
Adorable.
I'm trying not to like make my allergies like hurt. I'm trying to touch my face because I'm really allergic when it comes to bunnies. But yeah, we're making this work.
Bunnies aren't loud, so that's good.
Oh, cool. But yeah,
I have a dog here, and I'm amazed that he's not being loud. It's amazing.
Well, Bruce,
It's because he's
Bruce is in
hot.
the-
And he's
in the
like, I don't
cave.
want to be anywhere near you. But normally he'd be like, there's a camera. Let me get on it.
Yeah, Bruce is great. Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Bruce Wayne, I
right.
love that. That's adorable.
And I have a dog.
He's my buddy.
I have a dog named Bane.
Yeah.
Bank?
Bane.
Bane? Oh, that's cute.
And they met last week.
They met last
The
week. They
very
did.
first
In the
time.
Batcave?
And we had a good time with each other, too.
Oh.
No. I wouldn't show Bane the Batcave. Come on.
He was raised in the dark.
Relax.
Bruce does know the Batcave, though. If I'm like, Batcave, that's his kennel.
Oh, that's so cute, though. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog right now. We used to have a company dog, and his name was Baxter, but he passed away. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
So sad.
he was our shop dog, but and he was so freaking cute. One day I'm probably gonna post that tomorrow now, but the archives of him. He was like a golden retriever, and he was really adorable.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bruce Wayne is a French Bulldog Boston Terrier mix.
Oh, that's cute. What
Yeah,
does your
he's got-
dog
his
think?
eyes
He has
go
his-
like this.
His eyes go like that. He has his own Instagram. He's very popular. It's Bruce Wayne Frenchton. Fairfield to follow.
My Bruce Wayne, for instance.
Okay, so
He also has a TikTok.
yeah, he's got
And
a
we
TikTok
don't.
too.
I mean, we do, but
No, we
don't.
do. We do. We just don't use it because it's so
Right.
intimidating.
He is
It's so
very
in-
popular.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Damn.
Yeah.
He's way cuter than we are. I can tell you that
100%.
much.
100%.
He's so cute.
So I brought the collaboration thing because of the bacon thing, but also what's going on with the penis shaped soap?
So I need to actually reach back out to her because the main reason that we want to do I wish I'm also remote. I'm in Oklahoma right now, so I'm not at home. But
So you don't have your tons of bars of cock shaped soap.
Me and their owner were obsessed with each other. I don't know why, but I exchanged much of my meat for her version of meat, which was actually soap. And we were like, this would be insane to do at the Gay Pride Parade because that was what was coming up next for us.
Right.
Like imagine a rainbow cow print dick soap that you go like that to get the soap on your hand. That's
my
jerking
God.
me off. Did you guys see their soaps?
I did not.
No.
It was
No, I
Hellflower
understand.
Soap Company at So What? They had
Okay.
It was like when you walked in, there was like a neon sign on green wall.
I don't remember the colors, but I didn't know
Yes.
what that was. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're
I
organic
do
soaps
remember that.
out of LA, and they've been going on for like 6 or 7 years, she said. And she was super sweet. We exchanged a bunch of product. We want to do a collab for sure for the next year for the Gay Pride Parade, but I think even a glow-in-the-dark cow print, one of those, if we did a collab and split profit, would sell very well.
I love it.
That is
I'd buy
the
it.
perfect bachelorette gift. Like it's
Wait, that's
Yeah.
a bachelorette gift. What about?
yeah,
what
you
about
could
that?
like if you give that as a gift. It has a suction cup on the bottom,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the,
And then
the
so,
suction
like-
cup. And,
As all the best cocks do.
fair enough. Not wrong. You're right. You're right.
hey, it happens. That's like, but that's more like that's a woman's soap, correct? It's more for women, or is there like
I don't.
men's?
I don't
Because if
know.
there's
if-
like sandalwood flavored, I'd probably get it. I'm not. Hey, listen, whatever.
like
Yeah, man, you saying you don't like to smell like vanilla? I love to smell like vanilla.
they have.
No, I like
different-
sandalwood.
different
Sandalwood is like
ones.
my thing, you know.
I wonder. I honestly don't know because all the ones she gave me were all the same stature, but she should make all soaps. All
And I tell you what, if I had to do this to get my soap, there would be a lot more videos of me washing myself.
I think it would just be the most hilarious thing. Like
I think it's great.
it's amazing. And my roommates, I have 2 guy roommates. They're amazing. But I like definitely came home and I have this like soap in there and I'm just like trolling this whole situation. And
That's great.
I I think it's hilarious. That's fun. But we're 110% going to collab with them. We've made a lot of good potential collabs. We've done a lot of collabs that aren't necessarily product based, but we're definitely looking to do more product based ones. We talked to Strange Candy, exchanged a little bit. They're awesome too. I totally tried to that story I mentioned earlier isn't that climatic, except for
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
it wasn't that climatic. It was just more of like me trying to like act like I know what I'm doing when I don't really know what I'm doing sometimes. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to go talk to the other vendors because that's what YouTube said. So here, let me just walk around, and I'm like, I'm sweating. I sweat a lot. So like outside is usually out of the realm of question for me. So I'm like trying to talk, and I'm like mustache.
Oh no, I'm sweating. I'm sweating right now.
No, you don't sweat. You glow. We glow.
Yeah, it's glowing.
That's what we do. We glow.
Like,
we glisten.
No, I sweat awfully.
I am not a hot person. Well, I am a hot person, but I'm not like a heat person. But
right.
I do love spicy food though. So when I saw there was a hot sauce and they were directly behind us, and so like I made friends with the guy from Strange Candy, and he's like passing me McUltras in between the tent, and I'm like, okay, you're my new best friend because you were smart enough to bring the McUltra, because like I got stuck in that trap that first day. There's a reason you're allowed to bring a cooler. Thank you, $8,000 million later.
Right.
Shout out.
Yeah.
But I learned my lesson, and so I went over there to try the hot sauces. And me being the Billy Badass I think I am, and I'm like, oh, what's the hottest one? And they did that stick thing, and I of course like tried to do this in like a hot girl way. I'm just like, I'm gonna take that stick and just like,
you're like, oh, let me lick it, and
just like Carl's Jr. commercial, but a hot sauce stick. And then he starts trying to ask me questions about my business. I'm like dying. I could not answer anything. I'm just like, sorry, this is a little warmer. Do you have a beer? Can I? But they were really, really nice. And I love their concept that they do like a different artist. It's really interesting.
Yeah, we were really excited to do a tasting with them. We did a couple of them actually, which was really cool. And I tried to do my most hot girl Carl's Jr. tasting as well. No, it isn't easy, but you know, we get by. We do it. We do it for the people. Yeah, that's what we do.
Like a little chef's kiss.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just nah.
They probably thought I was a little weird after that, but it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, you know what?
Not wrong. Wrong.
We're weird. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's always what we do.
If you're not weird, what the hell are you doing? Why are you here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I will say, like, so one of the things that we did at So What Fest is because we got a sponsor called Manscaped, and we were giving out. Oh,
I see that face. I see the face.
You're making faces. We'll talk.
I was putting on my chapstick, and I was just hoping that I was also equally as smooth. Manscaped.
But Manscaped, we gave ball wipes out to many of the artists that played.
Any band that we had that just got off stage, we were like, here.
That's amazing.
They loved it.
Yeah.
They absolutely loved it.
I wonder. Well, no, that would be Woo Manscaped. Do they make is it just ball, or is it also like a gooch wipe? Is it it's versatile?
You know what? You could probably wipe anything with it, but it is scented more like their cologne and everything, and they are very marketed towards dudes.
Men.
It's not patchouli. Patchouli smells like feet and ass. Like patchouli's.
I love patchouli.
I'm sorry that you do. That's terrible.
Like tobacco patchouli smell?
Yeah, like at a Grateful Dead show, just dirty people. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Fish is awesome.
It is on my incense, so I can't really.
But I will say that the Manscaped 4.0 can do wonders. the lawnmower can do wonders on a the
On a
areas
landscape.
that need
On-
that
on-
that needs to be
on,
done.
on a manscape.
On a
Yeah.
nice
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're
sheet of-
looking for
sheet of
a
bush.
nice clean landing strip,
Trims the hedges.
trim,
Yeah.
all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Yeah,
If you,
for sure.
if those of you out there have hedges, what the fuck are you doing? Get rid of
They
those
need
hedges. Manscaped, 20% off using the promo code BaconPod. Free shipping
but
as well.
the reason
Well,
why I said that
I was going to
is
say.
because what we like to do is have our other sponsor help us out on this segment we like to call the Poddex question of the week.
Look at you with your fucking segue.
I don't know how to do it because
Yeah!
it's so weird because I don't have the decks of cards in front of me. It's awful.
I know.
I'm gonna get off.
So
You just go ahead.
Going on here.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
So,
I'm leaving.
so
Go
Courtney, we do like to have our guests help us out with our Poddex.
Poddex.
Poddex
We
is a
absolutely
company.
do.
Yes, what they do is they make decks of cards or an app or many different ways to get people to get into
Lots of
conversations.
decks of cards.
Really, it's just it's like icebreakers for people that have issues with talking to other people.
Or not verbal diarrhea like we do.
Right. He came back on to mumble mouth that. That was good. That was good. But Poddex, if you go to poddex.com, you can check out all their decks. You can check out their app. You can check out, they have a bunch of cool swag. Their t-shirts are not hard on nipples. They have like really soft shirts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tracks approved.
Big deal. Big deal, right? I hate shirts that like have printing on them and you're like, I have to wash this 6 times before I ever wear it or I'm going to have like nipple pain. Don't like it. Yeah, don't like it.
Not good for the
It's
areolas.
tracks approved. It's
No,
tracks approved.
not at all.
Tracks
Not at all. And they're a sponsor. And so if anybody that's listening wants to go check out poddex.com, you can check out all their decks. They have many different topics. They have, like you said, they have the shirts and all that kind of stuff. Anything you decide to buy, go ahead and use the promo code BACON.
Because everything is better with bacon.
And you get 10% off your entire order.
I'm gonna choke.
Get it together. Get it together, Courtney.
I'm fine. Just fine.
So,
Overwhelmed.
what we would like is if you would like to help us maybe do one of these questions. I have the app open right now.
Okay.
And so what I can do is I'm gonna read off just a couple of the topic that we can go through and have you pick a topic, and then I'll just kind of like jump on and we'll pick the first question. All right.
Let's
So
go. I got this.
we have how dare you? We have what the fuck? We have deal breakers. And we have
What?
ghost hunters.
Deal breakers.
Deal breakers. All right, let me pop in here. All right, I guess looking at what these cards are, it looks like I give you a sentence and you tell me if that's a deal breaker for you.
Okay.
And then move on from there. So we have
Like a deal breaker for like what? Like what's the deal?
It doesn't say.
I think I know what it means. Like
Is this a deal breaker
Like-
for a potential
yeah.
romantic
Suitor?
partner? A
Yeah.
suitor.
A suitor?
Yes.
Suitor breaker.
Or a
So I
business-
think what we'll do
business deal breaker.
is instead of like our normal thing where it's a question, because it's deal breakers, we'll go through a couple of these and we'll see if they're deal breakers for you, Courtney.
Okay.
Which is more of a deal breaker? Doesn't like children at all, or discusses how much they want kids on the first date?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Oh God, that's tough.
Which would give you more of a red
Honestly,
flag?
probably would give me more a red flag if they're discussing like how much they want children on the first date.
Right.
Like not like a reasonable like yes, I eventually want to have children, but like if they're like
I've named our
Let's-
kids.
yeah, that would probably freak me out a little bit. I'd be like, all right, well, like
Let's take a
Pump the brakes,
picture and
homie.
see if we'd look good together to see if we'd make a baby.
yeah, I feel like that would give me more of a red flag, honestly.
All right. All right.
It's more of a deal breaker.
Yeah,
All right,
I feel like
let's,
I feel like the after effects of like a hey, I have a kid kind of thing would definitely way easier.
Way better. Yeah, like something like that, or like
It doesn't matter at that point. It's like, cool,
Yeah.
I like this person, so
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's fine. But like somebody that's like, we're gonna have babies in 9
Let's
months.
have
and we just met.
children.
I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's super creepy.
All right.
Probably
let's try,
not.
Let's
I live in
try one
Kansas.
more.
Gotta go.
Let's try one more. Let's go either. Let me grab another 2 topics for you because their app has all kinds of topics that anybody can go through and just kind of check out. We have this or that, so I guess it'll give you a thing to compare and see what you like.
okay.
And we have one just called NSFW.
NSF, let's do. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's do not safe for work. All right. What is the best song to listen to during sex?
Okay.
What's your groove music?
Brain Stew by Green Day. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. I'm just trying to think of the tempo.
no, it does it makes sense.
I like
it
it.
makes sense. There's a build up. There's like a
Yeah. All right. I like
Yep.
it. Mike, how about you?
I mean, the question I have is Brain Stew, but is it into Jaded?
we could, but
Depends on how
I'm-
good Brain Stew is.
I mean,
Good point. I mean, are you still going by Jaded or no?
I don't know.
I mean, Brain Stew's not a long song, but it's not a short song either.
I feel like that after the Brain Stew, hopefully I won't hear the music
Okay.
I like that.
metaphorically.
Gotcha.
Where is my skull?
Right.
Mm.
Something like that. Maybe
So
recap
I like
at the
it.
end.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
I like that.
We
What's-
put on white
what's-
noise in the middle.
What's yours, Mike?
Fun fact. Like Jen and I, we tend to keep the TV on,
Mm-hmm.
but the TV's on mute. Like lately, because we like to hear like what's going on.
Right. But you like to watch a
But-
show? Do you have captions on? Are you reading to each other? What's happening
Hey
here?
man, we got a couple kids. You got a couple kids in the rooms near you. You got to kind of.
But it's on mute.
I don't know. Well, because
That's
because,
nothing for the kids.
all right, okay.
So you have to hear if the kids like move.
Okay. All right.
Well, there's that too.
All right.
I think
All right.
there's a lot of like mommy stuff going on.
Yeah.
And so one of those things that like I just kind of let her take the wheel, right? So for instance, we went to the new Margaritaville resort in New York City, right?
Okay.
And
Love
we threw on the Margaritaville music and video channel, and she's just like
Wasting
Like,
away.
mid-waist All right. Well, what can we just? You want to just like throw this on mute? Like, is that cool? That's cool. Like, let's do that.
All right.
And then, yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you put on Spotify. Like, if you look on Spotify, like fun mixes. No.
It can get really weird. I've
like,
definitely been Spotify.
It's yeah. It just gets weird sometimes. Where like the lyrics and the it just gets But I do think the easily the most successful album to do stuff with is Songs by Jane by Maroon 5.
Maroon 5. Okay.
Songs by Jane by Maroon 5. You open it up with Harder to Breathe, and I promise you,
is anyone out there?
I will promise you,
right.
it pushes you through foreplay a lot quicker.
I liked it. Ban it. All right, I got you. Okay. All right.
And then the rest of it is just like very like easy to have sex to.
Yeah.
I like it. All right.
Jimsy, yourself.
You know what's funny is my brain tells me all the time that like I want to listen to like dark industrial like goth metal. that's where my brain goes. And but generally when it's happening there's no music on. We don't put anything on because I'm like I get distracted too easy. I have too much ADD. I'm like, oh, I love this song. I don't want to do that.
If the one song like comes on and like the lyrics are like a little weird for like the situation, I'm like, oh no, this is talking about like something.
Right, like I'll pay attention when music comes on. My ear hears it, and so I start paying attention to it.
So your mute thing might be the way to go.
So it might be the way to go. Yeah. I'm just wondering what shows are on while that you're muting. Are you like CSI, Miami?
No, so you know what? I'm gonna check my. I'll check my Netflix. Hold on.
Check your list.
We're gonna do this live. Listen.
Continue watching. Okay, so Netflix is your streaming service.
I mean, I think I don't know. I'll find out. But like basically,
I mean, we go to sleep to like to murder stuff all the time.
Yeah, she can't do the murder stuff.
True crime murder things.
Like,
that's what we go to sleep to.
She's like, how's your stomach feeling? Cool. Let's watch Murder Show. How's your stomach feeling? Cool. I got this. We're gonna mute it.
Right. Okay.
That's how things work in the Wayman household.
In the Wayman household. Yeah. I like it.
That works.
I like it, man. Yeah. I like it. However it works, it works.
Different strokes, different or different
sameness.
Folks, different strokes.
Sameness. You ever hear of that?
No.
That's the movie that's been playing while being.
So you keep the same movie?
I guess I don't know. You think I'll last a whole movie? You think I last a 2-hour movie? No, I don't.
You never know. You never know, man. You could be like Sting, and you could be like a tantric person.
Oh no.
You gotta awaken your Kundalini. It's fine.
I try, but 20 minutes later.
I feel like nobody really wants that.
I feel like
nobody wants
that. They don't. Especially like if you guys have kids and everything, she's probably like, I mean, it's fun for like
let's make it
a while, and then she's like, all right, like
in and out.
We got shit to do, guys.
No, we got to make things happen. So if I go, it's like, all right, utility. Let's make this happen for you, baby.
We don't have kids, but I will tell you that we don't have a door to our bedroom. We just have a curtain because we're in a basement apartment. And Bruce Wayne will pop his head in, and I'll be like, dude, no. Turn around, and he'll turn around and go somewhere else. I'm like, don't fucking do it.
That is a thing, though. Dogs, like dogs watching you Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you saw how you responded to Animal Planet, so like they probably feel the reverse.
Right.
When you're like,
We have to put the gate
where's
up.
Catwoman?
We have to put
Right,
the gate
right.
up too. At the front of the hallway, because like I'm in a very small house. I'm in a very small house in like whatever, and at the front of the gate, it's like all the bedrooms are at the front of the gate. All the dogs are sequestered. Listen, you got the kitchen, you got the living room.
Let me have my
Whatever
moment.
you want.
So we
Just
only got a
leave
couple
this
more
alone.
things. Only a couple more things for you because I know we're taking up a lot of your time, Courtney, and I really appreciate you hanging out with us. I really,
You
really
guys
do.
are amazing.
I did this next question. I actually stole from you. All right, I listened to a podcast you were on, and you brought up this question because you were talking about how it might be a question that might be on like the Razzle Dazzle podcast.
Good old razzle dazzle.
The good old Razzle Dazzle. You got to give him the
good
old
razzle dazzle.
give him the old Razzle
We are-
Dazzle.
We are the Razzle Dazzle.
The razzle the dazzle. You just gotta
Right?
Razzle
So,
I love it.
So, Courtney, what was just one of your top 3 drunk moments, and peeing in someone else's bed does not count?
I've had a lot of drunk moments.
As have we. I feel like I listened to the podcast that you talked about this on, and the guys that were on it. It was a great show and everything, but their drunk moments, it felt like you couldn't say anything. You were like, I have wandered into Whoville.
I was like, I love the guys at Fair Enough.
They were great. They were great.
But I did not realize that I was such a degenerate. I got very humbled. I was like, wow, you're pretty fucked up, Courtney. Like, you gotta.
Well, I'll tell you what, you found your people.
Not that it's like been like really bad, but like, you guys are on TikTok. I don't know, but like how that whole trend right now, it's like I'm a teenage dirtbag baby, and like
right.
there's like all your things. Well, the one I made, it's not even encompass me, but I just can't log into my MySpace anymore. So like, I would like to show you the real.
Damn it, Tom.
God damn it. He had the right idea. He dipped out. He's like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Money. He's in Thailand.
He was like, I'm out.
Yeah. He went out on top. But I think, I don't know, like recent years, I've had a lot. I don't know. Like, do you mean like funny category or like?
You know what? Whatever story you decide to tell, I will follow in kind, so you won't be alone. So if you want to go funny, let's go funny. If you want to go embarrassing, let's go embarrassing.
Okay, wait.
If you want to go what the fuck, let's go what the fuck.
Okay. So we don't pee on beds, but some of us get really, really wasted and pee on our friends' parents' dining room table.
That's pretty good.
It's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
There you go. That's your starter.
Okay. Let me see.
You think about it. By the way, thanks to Wifey for hooking me up with the okay, we're going home now.
I was awoken. I was drunk and awoken in a bed once by a drunk person next to me who decided to start peeing the bed, and I immediately, like, it was one of those like jump out moments, and I was like, oh man, and I didn't want to wake her up because she was hammered, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave. And so like
the bedwetting was like a consistent thing for like a year.
Right.
So, yeah, but very happy I went past that phase. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Is it bad that I'm like sitting here recollecting and I'm like, damn, this brain cells really went down the drain? I'm like, I know there was a lot of things, but like,
this was your question. I just copied it.
I mean, probably. I mean, I have a tattoo of a shamrock on my butt. Actually, all of my tattoos were done intoxicated. So I guess there's that. But
well, and they're all matching.
I remember my golf cart.
All your tattoos are matching friends' tattoos, right?
Which
Because you're that
Jimmy,
friend.
You and I need to do that still.
Yeah, we're gonna do that still. Yeah.
You guys should. I actually, and it's not that friend like, oh, the friend that like comes along. It's usually my idea. So like,
That's what I mean. You're that friend.
yeah, I definitely am. I definitely am that friend. I mean, I've done a lot of stupid shit. I definitely still own a beer bong. I'm almost 30. I should probably retire that, but I use it frequently, which is not always with other people, which is also concerning. But
I prefer the ice luges. I used to do that one.
I love those. My
Right?
favorite drink of choice for a while was Rumplements. That's probably why I don't remember.
Oh my god! Why would you? Do that?
Yeah, good lord.
Wow.
Episode over.
That's weird.
Just kidding. Just totally kidding. Totally kidding.
No, I mean like Rumble. It's just so
Rumble's
like
is-
it's so thick and toothpastey.
I think that's like the combination of being like having somewhat social anxiety and then also like having to be like very outwardly outgoing being a bartender. And I'm like, you know
Right.
what? I know the recipe for this. Rumplements.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm also a bartender, so I get it.
And then your boss can't really say that you're drinking because you smell like you brush your teeth.
I
Well,
just
you
made sure that
go
I
away.
charged everybody for my drinks.
Yes, that is
I was like,
the,
they all bought them for me, so
and they bought them and they bought more for themselves. That was like a key
Yeah,
to sales. I'm like,
that's
see,
the key.
sales are great.
I'm not a lush. I'm an upseller.
And I'm like, and I'm Ubering home.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
I'm a go-getter. Is what the fuck I am. That's
You're welcome.
I don't do any of that. I just own
yeah.
it. I just own it at home. It's fine. It's
So
all
I-
good.
Do you have a liquor that is your like, okay, can't do this one?
Honestly, I have, but I go back on like my friends would advocate that I should not have Rumple, but I go through periodic, but I honestly don't have it in excess that much anymore.
Right.
I mean, there'll be that outlier now. Like there'll be an outlier where I'm like, okay,
Every now and then.
that was a little excessive.
It happens.
But now, well, mainly because the person next to me, I'm like, they're like, oh, you picked the shot. I'm like, okay, Rumple or lemon drop, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, where's the
Lemon
tempo
drop.
in that?
Yeah, like
I'm like, well, either we're doing juice boxes or we're gonna be the big
Right.
boys. Like, let's go, guys. Like, yeah. But tequila for a while was that, but then I got back on tequila. I don't know. I don't really like Jaeger. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big Jaeger person.
Jaeger's gross.
It's not.
I've always thought it was
brother-in-law-
gross. I always thought Jaeger was created by people at the end of the night wringing out the bar rags and just being like, "Oh, this is a thing." It's like a dare. Like Jaeger was made on a dare.
Like,
So
why?
Jaeger, my brother-in-law, who I'm staying with right now,
Right.
that's his thing, right?
Yeah, he's awesome, but he's
That's
wrong.
a red flag.
Yeah, he's wrong.
He's
He
not
is
awesome.
wrong.
He's not awesome. Relax.
He's fun.
He hasn't made it this far into this episode. He's not awesome.
He's
Um,
wrong.
But also,
I'd keep an eye on a Jaeger.
he can't drink it straight up.
That can't be your drink of choice, and you can't drink it straight up.
Yeah,
Shh.
Is he doing like Jaeger bombs? What's he doing?
Ready? You ready? Jaeger and Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I've heard of people doing that, but like, also, does he drink it on ice too? Because that's weird to me. Like, you can't drink Jaeger on ice. Like, if you're drinking Jaeger,
No.
you're drinking it as a shot.
No, you gotta
Yeah.
have it out of the
Please.
little like shot.
I knew a
Thing,
couple people that would
right?
sip
So-
Jaeger, and I'm like, you're insane. There's a problem with you. You
No.
seek help.
There is one thing that I will not. Actually, there is one. I won't do scotch, but that's because I made a very dumb decision. One time, somehow, I had a somewhat expensive bottle of scotch, which
Mhm.
I think it was a gift. I don't know. And it was like the only alcohol left in my house. It was the night after work, and like some girls came over, whatever. And we, for some reason, were drunk and thought mixing it with cranberry and Sprite was going to be a good
Well,
little cocktail.
Yeah.
I have
okay.
to be honest with you. We don't drink. The two of us don't drink scotch and anything because scotch tastes like Band-Aids.
It's gross.
Yeah. It
It's-
tastes like old people smell.
It's really not a yummy thing, and I feel like people are lying when they say that they like it.
I
You
think
do
so
not
too.
like that.
We think.
I think
so,
they're
too.
trying. I think it's a status thing. They're like they drink it and they're like,
Like,
yeah, this is good, man.
fancy.
I'm into this.
Big
I'm into
No,
this.
you're not.
cube.
You're not.
It's like you're
I
not.
swear
That's why
you're
you're making
not.
that face. You're making that face because you're
They're
not
like,
into it.
It's so good. Like, no,
Right,
no,
yeah.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
Hard bet.
If you drink something and the minute you take it away from your mouth, you have to go. It means it wasn't good. That wasn't a good experience. That's not what good
you're
experiences
not
do.
having fun with that cocktail.
Mine is rum.
Rum?
And I like rum. I enjoy rum, but I time travel. I literally, I will wake up and have zero recollection of anything, and I'll have to Sherlock Holmes my way through my past night and see who I got to apologize to,
And that's
and see where I
awesome.
left my pants, all those things.
I have
Y'all
to tell you, my favorite Jim Z, my favorite Jim Z, rum moment was when I was at work, and my boss was totally mad at me because I had a bit of a moment myself, because my band had opened up for Seven Dust, and we had a really
Who I love.
awesome right,
But don't remember meeting.
we had a really awesome show. It was a great show, but Jim Z decided that on the way to the admission, because he bought a ticket, he was like, hey, what's wrong with you? And they were like, well, we're leaving because they wouldn't let us leave with this open bottle.
I didn't decide anything. A couple was walking back to their car, and I was walking in, and they had a bottle of Sailor Jerry, and they said they won't let us in with this. And I was like, no shit. Have you never been to a bar before? What do you think is happening?
Yeah.
And they were like, do you want it? And I was like, excuse me? And they said, we want to go in. Do you want this? And I said, let's all do shots right now. You first. And I made them drink first because I was
So, you're not gonna.
so I'm not getting roofied, I'm not getting roofied, or I'm not getting drugged in any way that, I mean, I still could have been, and maybe it would have been great. I don't know. You never know it's your thing unless you try it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's your thing.
Yeah.
So we all did shots, and then I took their bottle, and then I went around the back and I hid it by a car, and I was like, cool, I'm going to make sure and come out throughout the night. And I invited certain friends that I trusted to come out with me and join me for a beverage. All right, now go ahead. I just wanted to give some backstory to that.
Yeah. Yeah. He did that because it was the venue. It was a venue we were pretty we
yeah.
knew.
Right.
I then get a call from him, and he's like, is everything okay? And I said, yeah, I'm hurting. I'm at work, and I'm good though. What's up? He's like, what happened? I said, well, we got to hang out with Seven Dust. It was the Seven Dust barbecue, and we all hung out, and there was we got on their tour bus and shit, and hung out and everything. And he goes, cool. I woke up on the floor outside my van.
On the ground in a parking lot.
On the ground.
Flat on my back. Breathing in the sun air. Just
It was October. Relax. October in New York isn't that bad.
It was devastating.
Yeah.
Every friend that I
he did
called,
that.
I was like, hey, do I need to apologize for anything? And I got answers back like, you were hilarious.
See,
And
that's the best.
I saw pictures of me that I did not recognize myself in. I was like, that is not me. That's my body. Why am I on the dance floor? Why am I out there?
Yep. I've definitely.
He pitted for one of my songs. It was great because he doesn't believe in the pit.
I do not believe in the pit.
I like the mosh pit. but I like it for like weird, spiritual woo. I think it's a form of somatic healing.
Okay.
I can agree with that. I got maced in a mosh pit from a girl that decided she was going to turn around and mace the crowd, and
that's not somatic healing. That's fucked up.
I was like, that hurt my soul, and I no longer want to be in the mosh pit.
I feel like that would make me feel the same way.
Yeah. Also at a Seven Dust show, to be honest. That was
that's right.
Ironically enough, that was also at a Seven Dust show.
Funny enough, like maybe 3 weeks ago, Jen, we were at a Sleeping with Siren show in the city, and all of a sudden she was like, "Oh, these people don't know how to start a pit. I'm gonna do this." And I said, "You what?" And she went into the pit, and then I was like, "I haven't been in a pit in like, I don't know, 12 years."
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm going in.
Fuck around and find out.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was great. I love the pit.
Every now and then you got to jump back in, man. You got to jump in the water.
I'm not going in
fun,
Beartooth.
though.
So,
it's fun.
I'm not going in the Beartooth one because I just don't want to. I don't want to. Sorry.
It's like fun when you can like leave when you're like, okay, and then now
I've had enough. Yeah.
Exit stage left over here.
Yeah.
Y'all kids have fun now. Bye.
Absolutely. So Courtney, we've taken up a lot of your time.
Yes.
Yes, but I like it.
Good.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. In fact, what we do want you to do is before we sign off here, what we want to do is make sure that you plug all of the things Jerky Me Off and all of the things Courtney Messmer.
Thank you. So you guys can follow me at the Courtney Messmer on Instagram, TikTok, all the fun shit. And then also, if you want to put my meat in your mouth and see how it tastes, go to jerkymeoff.com or follow us at Jerky Me Off on both Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the fun shit. And yeah, enjoy my
Do
meat.
it.
Awesome.
Do it. We even got a nice little a card that said "Put my meat in your mouth," and Jim's gonna do it. Oh, ASMR.
First, you have to wrap, unwrap. Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. Delicious. So while he does
delicious in my mouth.
So Courtney, something super important that we do have to ask before we sign off here is, you remember what the test was? What's the most important question that you need to ask before your day begins? Before you like,
what's your bacon?
Our marketing is good.
What's your bacon?
What's your bacon? Guys, check her out.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all have fun? Misbehave.
Every day. Now. Am I late?
A little bit.
Damn.
Sorry. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. She's awesome. She's super cool.
She's super cool. We're going to be teaming up with them a little bit later down the road.
Not a sponsor yet.
We're working on something.
We might do that bus thing. You never know. I would love to do that.
Yeah. I'm going to save...
I'll drive it.
I'm going to save like a bunch of newspapers.
Yeah.
So this way we can do the paper mache thing.
Yeah, I like that.
And I mean, like, regardless of if we do something with them or not, at least we'll have a giant piece of bacon made out of paper mache.
Right. Which
that you can have at your apartment.
Which is good. I mean,
which is great.
Who doesn't need that?
Nobody needs that.
I'd like to have a bacon paper mache piñata.
No. Why would you? No. Why would you hurt it?
Because as you blow it up, Jerky Me Off comes flying out of it.
Oh.
And maybe you can catch some meat with your mouth.
Good point.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. You got to think outside the box.
Okay. So, speaking of boxes, if we were to find Jimmy G in a box, on the interwebs, where would one find
Jimmy
him?
G in a box, girl. You could find me in a box. Now I'm trying to think of a good place where I would be in a box.
At Jimmy G Shoes.
Yeah, Jimmy G Shoes on all socials. You can just find me there. I'm gonna try and switch it up at some point here, but we'll figure it out. Keep an eye on out. I'm gonna try and do some stuff. Right now, it's pictures of my feet places. It's promotion for the podcast, promotion for my band, all that kind of stuff. But it's been pretty lax, so I got to figure something out. I'm gonna figure something out. Maybe I'll be asking you guys. Maybe you guys can help me figure out what I should do there, because we all know we got to beat the algorithm or nobody's gonna hear this thing. So I'm gonna be trying that. How are you beating the algorithm? Where can they find? Oh wait, and my band Craving Strange. I'm sorry. Before I go to you, my band Craving Strange, cravingstrange.net. Find everything there. Check out our music. Check out our videos. Check out everything. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a bunch of Craving Strange stuff right there that you can check out. Right there.
All there.
Probably above.
A push of a button.
Above or below this video.
Yeah.
You can probably
It's
find
the newest
some Craving
single.
Strange. Yeah, there's a single.
There's a new one
there, or maybe it's a single of yours. I don't know. Something's up there.
You're gonna put one up there?
Something's there. Dude, you've been able to put stuff up there whenever you want. You
I
just
don't want
haven't.
to do that. I just don't want to. I don't want to step on toes.
There's
But
no
anyway,
toes. There's no toes.
the toes.
Where can they find you?
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, you.
You can find me personally at me my own self Mike on all the socials. I have my family. I have my band. I have my podcast, and I have other like fun stuff that I just
Like your
think
band.
would be fun. Oh yes, I have a band.
You do.
I do have a band. It's called Something Heavy.
Yeah.
And that band you can find on all streaming platforms and on the socials at Something Heavy Music. And maybe next week I'll let you know what the next single's going to be.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Remember to check out Bacon Is My Podcast at baconismypodcast.com, where you can help us out by grabbing some merch from our merch area, Bacon Is My Fashion.
Mm-hmm.
You can check out all the episodes. They're all up there. You can contact us, get in touch with us, let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. There's also links to all of our sponsors, so you can check that out too. It's the most updated list. What else do we got over there? Oh, Bacon Is My Passion. There's some music over there that you can check out that me and Mike make. We make music. We do a thing. We have a band together as well as the bands apart. We can do all that kind of stuff. So definitely check that out. Special shout out to everybody on our Patreon.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you to our patrons. You guys make this worthwhile. You make this happen. You make this good.
You're keeping the lights on.
Yeah. All the lights.
All the lights
are on because of you.
Not the Kanye West song.
And you help us keep this free. So thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it. If you're interested in checking that out, there's a bunch more content over there. No ads, full shows, but also so much more stuff. Us doing live things, songwriting things, cooking things, us eating horrible stuff and having our mouths just
awful,
hate us, all that kind of stuff. So check that out.
I got a new thing up there, by the way. The trip that I was on during this episode, I got some awful stuff. So
sweet.
We're gonna try some awful stuff over on the Patreon. Thanks
New stuff.
to the trip that I was on during this episode.
New stuff. Check it out. And
always remember to ask yourself one super duper important question.
It's kind of the most important question,
Very
really.
much so.
What is it? What is it that makes your life a little bit better? What makes everything you do that is already great just a little bit greater?
Greater. What's your bacon?
What's your bacon?